Now, I'm going to be showing you how I built this dashboard using Cloud and ChatGPT. Now, if you see, this is a highly responsive dashboard. It's a highly responsive and interactive dashboard. And this dashboard is a health risk dashboard, right? So it's a very interactive dashboard. So over here, you see we have the slider where we have the smoking. If we want to see the data for all smokers, then we want to see smoker, okay, the ones that smoke. So this one is just for all the patients, right? The data sets for all the patients. That means the analytics for all the patients. Now this is for the patients that smoke. Then this is for the non-smoker, and these ones are for people that have quit smoking. So if you see here now, you can actually reset this particular dashboard to go back to normal. Then over here, you can see my name and my title and an image of myself. So over here, you can see an executive analytic report. You can see that we have 300 patients in this dashboard, and this dashboard was created June 2026. Now, when you go over here, you see we have filters where we have the male and we have the female also. Then when you look over here, you see that we have the risk level, we have the high risk level, then we have the medium risk level, and we have the low level. Now, when we are talking about the high risk level, you can see that we actually used a red color to show that the risk level is high. Then for medium, we use like a yellow, and for low, we actually made use of this particular color right here. So as you can see that this dashboard is very, very responsive, right? Over here, we have the risk distribution by age group. Then we have the overall risk distribution. Then for the KPIs, we have let's go back to reset. So for the KPIs, we have the total patient, the high risk cases, the average cholesterol, and the average resting blood pressure, and we also have the average body mass index. So over here we have the overall risk distribution, right? As you can see, we have the high, medium, low. So over here we have the risk level by gender. So when you go over here, we see the smoking status breakdown, and when you go over here, we see the average vitals by risk level, right? And when you go over here, you see the key clinical benchmarks. So I'm going to be showing you how you can actually build this dashboard using nothing but Cloud and ChatGPT. Now, before we go ahead, the first thing I want us to do is to analyze these data sets. Now, when you look at this data set, you'll find out that this is a relatively small data set. We just have about 301 rows, right? Then when you look over here, we have the patient's ID, then we have the age, the gender, cholesterol level, resting body pressure, and the heart rate, BMI, which is the body mass index, smoking level, right, and risk level. Okay, so this tells if the person is a non-smoker, if the patient is a non-smoker, a smoker, or a former smoker. So as you can see, we just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we have about 10 columns with 301 rows. So this is actually what the data set is all about. So let's go ahead to start building our dashboard. So before we go ahead to start building the dashboard, I want us to first generate the image of the hats we actually used in the dashboard. So we are going to be generating this image we actually used in the dashboard. Now to do that, we are going to be making use of this prompt here. Now the prompt I made use of is, please ignore all typographical errors. Now the first prompt I made use of was, I told ChatGPT that I am creating a heart disease analytic dashboard. I want you to give me a very catchy, alive looking image of a heart, of a human heart. I want this image to look alive, not some sketch or drawings, but an alive looking image of the human heart. Also, it should be a heart with visible heart disease. Now, this was how I was able to generate this particular image. Now, when we go over and send this to ChatGPT, please note that the image it generates can actually be slightly different from this particular image I used here. But let's just wait for it to generate the image. Okay, so this is the image it actually generated. Like I said, that the image could be slightly different. Now we are going to be downloading this image right here. right? Now let's move ahead. Now the next thing we are going to be doing is we are going to be giving a prompt to Cloud. Now for Cloud AI, the prompts I actually gave it was this. Like I said, please ignore all typographical errors, right? Now also note that I'll be adding this prompt to the video description just in case you want to build along. Now for the first prompt I gave to Cloud AI, I simply said this is a hard data set, right? So we are just simply going to be attaching the data sets. So I said this is a hard data set. I want you to go through this data set thoroughly and give me an advanced prompt that will help me develop a very powerful executive level dashboard. I want the background of this dashboard to be white, the major color for this visual to be black, and any other vibrant color. I want this dashboard to have my image and name, Benjamin Precious, and job title, data analyst by the right hand side. I want it to be very informative and powerful. So we just go ahead and send this to Cloud.ai. Now we wait for it to generate the prompt. So now it has finished generating the prompt. So all we have to do is simply go over here and copy this prompt. Then we are going to create a new chart, right? Now what we are going to do is I'm going to be uploading 3 different images. The first image is I'll be uploading is my image. The second image is the image of the heart that we generated using ChatGPT. And the third one will be the CSV dataset we are working with. Now I have successfully uploaded these 3 images, 2 images and a file. Now the prompt we are going to be using is this. I will say I have uploaded 3 images. The first image is the image of a heart. This image should be placed largely at the left hand side of the dashboard in a triangle or rectangle shape. The second image is the CSV file, which is the data set. The third image is my image and should be used accordingly following the prompt, right? Do not create anything yet. Wait for the prompt. So once I do this, I'm going to send this. Now it will tell you that, okay, I've noted this and I'm waiting for the prompts. Now we are going to go ahead and paste the prompts we actually copied and send it. Now we are just going to wait for Cloud.ai to build our dashboard for us.